Most people like to just sit back and enjoy listening to music on the radio or their iPod, but they don't have a full appreciation for what goes into creating those songs. At Inside Music Row, we talk with some of the hottest songwriters around to really find out what the tracks are all about. We had a chance to sit down with Casey Beathard as he shares some stories from his biggest hits.
We've got a special treat for you today. I've got it with my friend Casey Beathard, and we're over at the Sony studio. He actually was doing a session, and we popped in on him. We're going to talk about all of his hits. He's had hits that have been recorded by Tim McGraw, Kenny Chesney, songs Eric Church recently, and I mean, you've had Rodney Atkins, Cleaning This Gun. So, I mean, all the artists obviously are very important to you, and you're thankful for every cut, I'm sure.
Every single one. There's never, you know, ironically, some people are going, man, you got on a roll. You had 5 BMI awards that 1 year or something. I said, yeah, you know, but the funny thing is, 4 of them were people that were kind of unfortunately written off. You know, because I'll take whatever I can get. You know, I had a Tracy Lawrence #1, which no one was playing them songs because.
And that's
I
a great
he was
song.
Gone. And the other one was Rod. Yeah, Find Out Who Your Friends Are.
Find Out Who Your Friends Are. It was huge. And didn't he put Tim and a couple other guys on it with him?
Yep. That didn't hurt at all, but it was great. And then
Cleaning This Gun,
which was Rodney's first thing, and Rodney has been you know, working hard around this town for a lot of years, and so I'm not sure how many people really took it seriously.
Well, we're glad we got it over.
Thankfully, y'all played him that song, and he did it. And
now you have the current single, He's Mine. So we'll see where that goes.
And the Rodney's been great. All of them, they've all been great. Yeah.
So what was your very first cut when you got here? Because at one point, I think I've heard a story. I don't know if I heard it from your wife or what, but you two knew each other years ago, and obviously got married. And you were working at Bluebird. Were you like flipping pizzas?
I was working in the kitchen. I was maintenance, bar back in the kitchen. I did anything and everything for nothing.
Because those, I mean, this is the real story. Because it's like when you're watching this at home and you're a songwriter and you're struggling and you're off in some town. And I mean, at this point, you're sitting in a good spot because you write at Sony and you get to play for Kenny. But for the guys that are just starting, I mean, what would you say to them? Because you started, I mean, you worked in a restaurant. You did whatever it took to get here.
That's right. And, you know, you come out, you have a college degree and opportunities to go with your dad and possibly work in football, and you got to be willing to get, you know, start at the bottom and come here and just learn the ways. And I, again, accidentally got jobs in great places. I got a day job at the Country Music Hall of Fame, where I learned a lot more history and a lot more you know, inspirational people in my life now. And then my night job was over at the Bluebird.
So you worked 2 jobs.
Worked 2 jobs.
And it wasn't songwriting.
It wasn't songwriting, but I got to be around it and hear music and be influenced and listen to the songs and just realize that, wow, I'm nowhere near what I'd be out in the kitchen cooking something, and I'd hear Don Schlitz and Overstreet and Mike Reed and all these people out there singing. And you're like, wow, I've got a long ways to go, but you just keep plugging away. And I think the best thing you can do is, you know, be inspired by what you hear on the radio and what you like, what drove you here, but try to develop. Don't be afraid to do what you do, and make sure try to keep it original, because it's always the original stuff that cuts through. You know, there's you know. You got to lead instead of follow, and it's tough. It's a long road, but be willing to work and do all the jobs, whatever it takes to pay the bills while you're supporting the songwriting habit.
That's right. Well, I'm going to get Casey, if he doesn't mind, here in a minute to play us some songs, some of his favorites, and it's always good to see you. Thanks so much for taking time out today to catch up with us on Inside Music Row.
Thanks,
Casey Beathard.
Thank you.
The next time you find yourself singing along to a popular chorus in your favorite song, maybe you'll think about the stories behind the lyrics. There are so many inspiring stories, not just here in Nashville, but all around the world. We have to take another quick break, but we've got lots more ahead. We'll hook up with Lulu Roman next, and you'll see a side of her you may never have expected. Don't go away.
Hi, this is Lulu Roman from Hee Haw, and coming up next, I'm going to be on Inside Music Row. Don't go nowhere.
Hi, this is Alan Carl here with Donna Cunningham. Inside Music Row is now offering a chance to win our new duet called Jesus Heard Every Word, preloaded on an iPad too. So head on over to InsideMusicRow.com to enter.